everyone, and welcome back to my doll collecting channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my American Girl dollhouse. This is a highly requested video. I have made some changes to it from my last video I posted a few months ago, and a lot of people wanted to see the new update. So currently in this dollhouse I have 20 18-inch dolls, 2 Welly Wisher size dolls, and 3 dogs and 1 pet skunk. Yes, a pet skunk lives in this house. So I'm just going to give you a tour of the American Girl dollhouse as it is right now. So before we do a quick overview, this is just a table I got from Walmart for $50, and it's a 6-foot table, and I just put it on the ground, and I have rooms below it and rooms above it. So it's a super affordable way to make a dollhouse if you don't know how to build one, or if you don't want to spend a lot of money. And it has a lot of creativity to it because there's no walls, so you can create any room that you want to. So I'll start with the Pioneer room. So this is where Kaya, Kirsten, and Marta sleep. And Marta is from Kirsten Stories. She's my custom doll from Kirsten Stories. And we have this blanket here, which my mom made for me when I was a very young kid. And when she made this, I only had one 18-inch doll, and that was my baby girl, Taryn. So this blanket is very old, and I have a matching one that's, you know, human size for me. Next, we have a blanket that just looks like a quilt. I just made it out of just regular fabric, and I just sewed it so it looks like a quilt, but it's not actually. This is a pillowcase that's just a fuzzy pillowcase that I thought would work really good since Kaya sleeps in here, because 3 dolls can sleep on this bed. And then I have a blanket that matches Marta's shawl. I use this to make a shawl for her. So whenever I see this fabric. On the bed, we just have some pillows that I made. One that I knitted and then sewed, and other ones that I just sewed. And I have Olaf, I have a little Anna Green Gables rag doll, and then I have Sven here because Kirsten and Marta are Frozen fans, because I'm a Frozen fan, and I'm assuming they would be Frozen fans being from Sweden. And then I have this little dream catcher, which I'm trying to figure out a spot to hang it up, because Kaya's sleeping in here now, but I just don't know where I would hang it up. Then we just kind of have this washing station here. I have some doll size perfumes and soaps down there. A picture of Kirsten, which I used in a photo, or I used in a stop motion. Then I have just a wash picture that I got from thrift store. Then at the foot of the bed, I have their toy chest in here just for all the dolls, but I thought it looked really good in this room. Just put some fur over top of it just to give it a little more decoration. I have this basket of yarn. The yarn I got from the dollar store. Then I have a basket of skulls. Don't ask why. I think it might have just been a leftover Halloween decoration that I haven't got around to putting away yet. Then I also have this fur rug just sitting here next to the bed. If you watched my video on finding an American Girl at the thrift store, you would know that I got this bunk bed at the thrift store for $7.99. It can fit 3 dolls on each level. So on this level we have Diana, Alice, and Jonathan. If I get an Anna Green Gables doll, because Diana's from Anna Green Gables, if I find a Anne, then Anne would also sleep on this one. So Alice is from Alice in Wonderland, Anne is from Anna Green Gables, and Diana's from Anna Green Gables. So they would all sleep here. Up here is where my modern girls sleep. So I have my Maplelea girls, Taryn and Clara, and my girl of the year, Sage. So they sleep on this one. And then I just have this very fuzzy, sparkly mat that I cut in half from the dollar store, because I wanted to create a very glam room. This is very glam. This is a little bit more country, but I just thought of it. It's not perfect, but I bought this before I bought the bunk bed. Next, we have the 1940s, 1950s room. So in this room sleep Molly and Emily, Mary Ellen, and Nanea. And they just have a desk over here with a laptop and a TV, which The TV is kind of 1950s. The laptop is definitely not, but we just have some decorations here. So this is a My Life As table I got for $2 at the thrift store. And we have Emily's puppy, then some books down there. We have Ashlyn, a Welly Wisher's pet skunk. Then we have over here an Anne of Green Gables doll, a little retro gumball machine. And then over here we just have this poster, this steampunk poster, which doesn't really fit the 1940s, 50s theme, but I kind of just wanted to hide the purple, so I just put it there for now. But if I have some walls in a Victorian room, I'd rather put it in there. Over here in the corner we have the Welly Wisher's stuffy. This is Ashlyn's beaver stuffed animal that I got from the dollar store. This is Molly and Nenea's bed. So I kind of made the fabric made the sheets inspired by Molly's Be Forever room, or Be Forever pajamas, something like that. Something of this blue, because I couldn't do the red, I decided to stick with the blue, and I think Nenea really likes that too. So I just have mini Molly and Nenea's Mulan doll. Then up here we have Molly and Mary Ellen's bed. So they have kind of a pink theme going on. This is a blanket that my great-grandmother made based on techniques that she learned growing up in the 30s and 40s. So that's why I put it in here. She made this for me when I was a very young kid, and I still have it, so I use it because I think it's very suitable for the 1940s and 50s room, considering she made this stuff in the 1940s and 50s. Then we just have this extra blanket here, and this little tiny pillow, and mini Emily. And I forgot to mention, in the desk in the 1940s room is just a pair of scissors. I didn't think there was anything in here, but I guess there's a pair of scissors. Now it won't close. Then we also have this little table runner, which is just a piece of lace, and then another table runner right there. So I guess the kind of themes for this room is blue and coral, which is like pink and blue. So kind of like Mary Ellen's meat outfit is kind of what I'm basing the color scheme off of. Down here we have Samantha and Nellie's bed, and then we have Mary Grace and Cecile's bed. So I bought both of these beds new for one was $34 and one was $30. So I got one from the thrift store, but I bought my first one off of Facebook Marketplace for $30. So $34 from the thrift store, and then $30 from Facebook Marketplace. And then that table right there is it's just a little jewelry box from the thrift store. This carpet, I wish I had gotten more of them, but I wasn't collecting dolls at the time, and I didn't really have a purpose for it when I bought it, but it was so cute I couldn't just leave it. So I wish I had gotten more of these, because they had like green ones and red ones, would have been so perfect for the dollhouse. So Samantha has a doll that I think looks exactly like her. It is a Cabbage Patch doll, but it does look like her Christmas outfit, so I gave that to Samantha. And then I have mini Nellie. Over on Mary Grace and Cecile's bed, Anne and Diana, these kind of crocheted dolls, are for them. So the bed from the thrift store didn't come with the pillow or the sheet when the other one did, so I just created this pattern to make it a little bit different, and it's just kind of this quilt pattern, and I made a matching pillow. And then over here is just the classic bedding with this kind of design with the pink pillow, and then I made this on top of it. This blanket was inspired by Caroline because of her eyes and then her pink meat dress. And Caroline, Felicity, and Elizabeth do not have beds yet in this house, which is quite sad, I know, but I would love to find Felicity or Elizabeth's bunk bed. I did find one on Facebook Marketplace, but it just didn't work out because I was moving, so I couldn't buy it, which makes me so sad. In this drawer we have some candy and some glasses. I think down here we have more glasses, so this is where I store my American Girl glasses. Then we have a bird, which is for Cecile. Then we have this little teddy bear thing, which reminded me of Samantha. Over here in the corner, we do have the bike, but I'm pretending it's a different room, so it's just kind of stored in there. We have this dress form, which normally I have a dress on just to display it, but I took the dress off. Normally it's Cecile and Mary Grace's like carnival or Mardi Gras outfit, but I'm using that for Christmas, so I took it out of the dress form and I need to put something else on it. And then we have Tenny's guitar, which I found at a thrift store, but I think the blue of the guitar and even the brown of the back of the guitar match the beds pretty well. Over here we have the dining room, which is a table, Samantha and Nellie's table, and I found this table for $30 at an antique store, which is funny because the original people found it at a Goodwill for like $3. They still left the price tag on it, but still $30 is an amazing deal. And she was retired at the time. This was like 10 years ago, so this was probably like 2010, 2011 when I found this table and chairs, but $30 is really good, and it was retired at the time. And I think it even cost more than that brand new. So then we have this tea set, which I got at the thrift store, and this funny story, this woman, she was trying to convince me not to buy it because she's like, oh, one of the pieces is missing, and I'm like, I don't care. I think she wanted it secretly, so she was hoping I would put it back, but I didn't, because I told my mom that. She's like, she was trying to get you to put it back because she wanted it. And I was like, oh, okay. But I do really like it because it's purple and it's very realistic. And then I made this tablecloth to kind of match. Or I think I had the tablecloth before, but I put it so it's like matching the tea set. Over here is the kitchen, so it's kind of like a pioneer themed kitchen. If you want to see my tutorial and a video for how to make this pioneer wood stove, I'll have that linked in the description below because it's a craft that I made, and it cost me less than $10 for the paint, the brushes, and the box and the roll. So it was a very, very easy craft to do. It's just painting and gluing and you're good to go. So I have this little, since it's a wood stove, I have this little thing of wood here, and here's kind of my cabinet of all the little things. I have some 1920s style decorations, an extra teapot, some things there. Let me see if I can open it so I can show you guys everything that's in here. So the drawers are empty, but I just kind of have these little decorative things. I made a little letter with a stamp I found, some owls, some kits from the accessories, like Nenea's letter from her accessories, Emily's ration book from her accessories, some more owls, some rocks, some nature things. I have some, I keep their money and the my American Girl Interstar U charms in those little jars that I found from the dollar store. And then over here we have this, which I got as a rack to hang the doll clothes, but it's just too short. So oftentimes I'll use it just kind of like as a quilt holder. So I throw a quilt over top of it, but it doesn't, I don't know, I'm not too happy with it. So I might just redonate it because it was like $2.99 from the thrift store. Some people said if I get the little baby, maybe I can make it like a little cradle or something. I don't know. We have one of the dogs here. This is a Maplelea Girl dog that I got from the thrift store. I have Sugar in this little basket that I made, and I just laid a little towel down, a little Pleasant Company towel that I had. Just put it in there. Then over here we have some more yarn, and then we have this couch I found from the thrift store. It's actually a jewelry box. As you can see, you can put things in there. Nothing's in there now because normally my dolls are sitting on it. And then I have this little doily thing, which I normally put on the back like that. And I bought it because it reminded me of Rebecca's couch that she had a few years ago, or maybe a decade ago when she first came out. But it's just a really nice pink color and it's so cute. If I found another one in green, I'd be so happy because this is amazing. And I got this for like $7, so a little bit more expensive, but definitely worth it. Over here we have Kirsten and Marta's Dala horses. Again, I got them from the thrift store. I got this beautiful clock from the thrift store. It's not meant for dolls. You're supposed to hang it up on the wall. It's supposed to be like a mini grandfather clock, but it does stand on its own, and it's just so cute. And I see these sometimes, so if you need like a grandfather clock, just keep an eye out on the thrift store. Over here we have a desk that I found from Facebook Marketplace. I thought it was Samantha's. I don't think it's Samantha's. I think it's Maplelea Girls. I think when they had the Anna Green Gables, you know, outfit, then they also sold this. So this is, I think, Maplelea Girl, which is also cool because I do collect Maplelea Girl. So thought it was Samantha's. Don't think it's Samantha's because of the screws, but the sides are the same. So yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with it. It was $10, so I can't complain. Then over here we just have a well, which I don't really know where to put it, and a horse, which is, I don't know where to put it either. I got this at a thrift store too. And then I found this table runner. It's folded in half, as you can see, and it's also reversible. It's really good for stop motions because you can like reverse it, and it's just very, very good for stop motions because in one room you can have this, and if you want to change rooms you can use this. You can make it really long if you need to, or you can fold it in half like I have it here. It's just very, very useful, and I like how it's green and pink. Green is like my favorite color for room decorating, but pink is my favorite color in general, so I love green and pink together, and it just kind of ties the couch. So that has been my American Girl dollhouse. As you can see, it's quite affordable. The table again was only $50. I'm thinking about maybe getting another one because I'm putting it maybe in this corner, but we're gonna have to wait and see if I actually do that. A lot of this stuff was bought used off of Facebook Marketplace, mostly from the thrift store, and the little details and accessories, a lot of them are from the dollar store. So you can have a really awesome American Girl collection without spending too much money. So my style is mostly historical and like Victorian style dollhouse is what I'm going for. So like Samantha and Nellie and Mary Grace and Cecile and Anne of Green Gables and all that stuff is mostly what I'm doing for the house. But yeah, and I should mention that I just laid down a carpet so you can sit on the carpet, and then also kind of makes a border for the space so the dolls don't end up everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time with another doll related video.